Okay, so this exercise I'm about to show you, like the banded pec stretch, is just an alternative to like the door stretch, where people will put their arm up like so and they'll lean in just to release that upper pec area. Normally you would have trigger pointed it before, and then you'll use this stretch here just to open up that pec. Sometimes it can irritate my shoulder, especially like after benching or squatting. Really, I feel it more in the joint than I do the stretch of the pec. So if that's happening for you, grab yourself a band, wrap your hand through, and then from this position here, you can't see my feet, but you're going to see how I step. I'm just going to step away from the band and turn my chest away. I'm not trying to like reef myself away, I'm just stepping out away from the band and then just turning my chest away. And now what I'm feeling is a big stretch through this pec here. I like to use something like we got the monolift here. I just put my hand around just so I can increase that pec stretch, increase just turning away from the band. And the great thing about this is I can hit and stretch different parts of my pec. Like this one here, if I go a little bit higher, I'm feeling more up towards like that pec attachment area near the shoulder. If I bring it down, that there just comes straight across my pec. And I'll just sit here for about 30 seconds. So if the band's in my left hand, I'll step my left foot away and turn away from the band, so I'm turning to my right. Vice versa, if it's in your right hand, you'll be stepping to your right and turning left away from the band. And I'll do this for about 30 seconds, really just open up the pec. I will find myself kind of moving the band around, moving that shoulder around just to try to find different areas to stretch into. Sometimes I'll lean my head away as well, like away from the band, away from my hand. It just gives a little bit of extra like pull in my trap, stretching that trap as well. But this is just a modification to like the doorway pec stretch. Sometimes it really annoys my shoulder, so I'll do this stretch instead. I find I get a much better stretch. And you just play around by moving your arm up and down, finding those real tight areas. They can become a little bit higher. You can now really feel it stretching all the way right from inside of my shoulder joint all the way down. I'm just leaning in, or like leaning away from the band, turning away from it, leaning forward, using my body weight to stretch, rather than kind of trying to reef my arm, just use my body weight to sink away from it. Hold that for about 30 seconds to a minute. Do that for 2 rounds each side. I can already feel the shoulders feeling a lot looser than my right one.